Hey, I hope you're doing good. So in this video, I'm going to show you a couple of things about the whole lab in terms of configuration and connectivity. And then in the same video, I will list down all the questions or the challenges that I would like you to try by yourself and do it. So let's go on one by one. So these are all the lists that I'm going to show you in this video, and also I will ask you to troubleshoot and integrate all these challenges. So let's do one by one. This list I will list it down also in the lab document, so you will have access to all of this, but I wrote it down here just for my memory. So on the first thing, I will go to show you the PC or the Docker DNS and how it's configured. So let's start with this one. So when you click on here and you say show IP, so basically you see the IP address and you see the gateway and you see the DNS. By default, when you do the command IP and then 10.20.60.100/24, and then you give the gateway as I told you before, this will not fill the command of the DNS by default. For that one, I enter it manually, and that's IP DNS, then you give the DNS IP address of your choice. In that case, then it will be filled over here. So this is just for your information about how to use this component of the DNS. So we do have a website over here, and since now I did the configuration for the DNS, which is the 27, that's mean if I ping directly the website over here, the domain name, I should have a reply. So let's check that one, www.borderlesssecurity.com, and then we hit enter, and voila, we have a connectivity with 200, 200, 150, 100, which is 200, 200, 150.100. That's the domain name. So DNS is resolving correctly. It goes to the R27 and come back with the IP address, and then the PC will start pinging the website. So this is okay. On the other hand, if I go from here, because this is like a Docker file, so it has actually the ability to open the website itself, and then I can go with www.borderlesssecurity.com, which is over here, and then you can see welcome to borderlesssecurity.com website. So this is very important that we can, and that's why I put the Dockery over here so you can see the website live. At the same time, we can go by the normal terminal and we say ping www.borderlesssecurity.com, and it's pinging to the same thing because it's coming back from the DNS. So this is the way of doing the DNS over here. Basically, on the Docker, you can same thing of the DNS by entering, let's say, where is this Docker 201? So if we go to the configuration, Docker 201, which is this one, and you can see this is the configuration of the DNS server, name server 27.27.27. That's the way that I configured the Docker. So keep in your mind all these things when you troubleshoot the lab. Okay, perfect. So we have first point, second point. Then let's go for, okay, the last thing that I need to check is the FileDNA website on this. So it should be served from the outside. Let's try it from here. So if I go into the outside interface, sorry, outside Docker, which is located somewhere on the internet, then I will say over here www.filesdna.com, and I should be able to see the website of FilesDNA over here. So I'm here, I'm going through the network and serving the website of FilesDNA. So that's good. Now we are going to do the DHCP, and as you see here, we have a DHCP and we have here static. And the DHCP, this server, this is core switch represent now the DHCP of VLAN 50. So my question to you is to create switch 31 as a backup DHCP, and you test it by default. When this goes normally it's working, and then he will serve VLAN 50, and if this goes down, then you will get the configuration from switch 31. So this is the first task that you need to go to configure. Okay, then we do have the traffic. So initially, when I configured the FileDNA headquarter, you can see over here, I designed it to have a VLAN 50. When VLAN 50 talk to VLAN 50 on the other side on the branch, it will go through the MPLS. If VLAN 50 talk to VLAN 60, then it goes also through the MPLS. If VLAN 60 talk to VLAN 50, then it goes to the MPLS. Only and only when VLAN 60 to 60, it will go to the IPsec VPN tunnel. And that's mean in both direction actually. So if VLAN 60 from the headquarter talk to VLAN 60 on the branch, then it will go through the IPsec tunnel. So let's check how it's done today, and what is the challenge that I'm expecting from you. So here we go to the Docker on headquarter, and then I will say ping. So I will test this first thing, which is VLAN 50 to VLAN 50. Mean VLAN 50 on headquarter to VLAN 50 on the branch office. So 10.2.50, sorry, 10.2.50.100. Okay, I'm able to ping it. Let's check out the traceroute of that. It should go through the MPLS according to the design. So it's going to 50.2, then it goes to 20.10.3, then 10.6.10.5, then 10.6.10.6. So who's 10.6? It's MPLS over here. Then 10.2.10.3, which is going to the last router in ISP2, and then it reach. So I'm going through MPLS to MPLS directly when I use VLAN 50 to VLAN 50. Okay, so let's do the same thing from VLAN 50 to VLAN 60. So according to that, it also should go to the MPLS. As you see, it's following the same path. So over here we have the 10 network goes to the 6, which is the ISP 1, and then goes to the directly to the 10.2, which goes to the branch office. So we tested so far 50 to 50, 50 to 60. Okay, now let's check out 60 to 50. So ping, or 60 to 60, 60 to 50. Let's take 60 to 50 now. Ping we are in 60, we need to ping 50. So 10.2.50.100. 10.2.50.100. So today it's not pinging. So if I am on 60, I want to ping 50, it's not pinging. Okay, let's ping now 60 to 60 to see it's working or not. It's working. Perfect. That's mean it should go to the MPLS. Sorry, it should go to the site-to-site VPN. So let's test this one. 10.2.60.100. Let's see the trace. And as you see here, it's going directly to the VPN. So there is no MPLS over here involved. It goes from here to here, then it goes to there on the other side. So that's why you see 3 steps only. So the challenge over here that you have, why VLAN 60 to 50 is not working. So fix that one. Thank you. This is the next challenge. Okay, so next challenge is okay, so it's not actually a challenge, but when it's more about configuration. When I come from here and try to browse files DNA, normally I'm coming through a public IP address over here. So this announced outside to the world with public IP address. I want you to find out where I'm doing the NATing and how. So that's your next challenge. Then, okay, so now we are on challenge 6, which is add VLAN 70 to the VPN tunnel. Okay, so today VLAN 70 is not within the tunnel. I would like you to add it to the tunnel. And if VLAN 670 talk to VLAN 70 over here, it should go to the tunnel as well. So that's the new setup that you need to do. VLAN 70 to VLAN 70 should go to the tunnel. If the tunnel goes down, then it will use the MPLS as secondary path. We have a little bit sun, so that's good. Let me close it. Okay, so next challenge will be number 7. I'm reading this list, by the way. Okay, so today the MPLS connectivity between headquarter files DNA headquarter and the ISP1 is through R5. So R5 is the main router. I would like you to change that to R6. So R6 will be the main router to communicate on the MPLS level and the internet as well through R6. If R6 goes down, then R5 will take over. Test that scenario. Thank you. Okay, and now the next challenge, which is 8, and basically it's an ISP 1. So I want you to test if route reflector 1 goes down, how the network will behave, and will R2 take over, check all the routes and all these things. Okay, so far we did up to 8. Let's go to 9 and 10, and then the other video will finish with the last one. So in 9, make NTP for all labs is R27 with authentication. So what I'd like you to do to make an NTP server R27, and all the routes inside the lab will be using R27 as an NTP server and with authentication. So that's your task. Then number 10, create site-to-site VPN between files DNA headquarter and R9 and 10. So let's see, where is that? Okay, so what I mean, a site-to-site VPN from here to both these two routers. And why two? Because of the redundancy. And what I want to add in that one, so VLAN 70 and FireDNA with a VLAN 70 and borderless security. So FireDNA headquarter VLAN 70 and borderless security VLAN 70. That's mean the new VPN tunnel will be basically from here to here, from here to here, and that traffic will serve VLAN 70 to VLAN 70. If you have any question, please let me know. Okay, so up to now we finished up to here, and the next video we will cover the rest of the questions, so it will be more clear for each video what you are going to cover. Thank you.